right, so the first part's very easy. You just find a C. That means you find any group of 2 black notes, and then the note right below that is going to be a C, and you're just going to play that note, and then up 1, and then up 1. The part that makes it sound so cool is when you add in these notes down here. So this is an A flat. This is the note that's in the middle of a group of 3 black notes, and you go up to the next black note, and then you're gonna go up to that C. That's the same note that we found up here, the one that's right below a group of 2 black notes. So when you do that together, and that's found all over the place, not just in Mario, but in other songs too. Good luck, have fun.
I could find the whole meaning of life in those sad eyes. They've seen things you never quite say, but I hear. Come out of hiding, I'm right here beside you. And I'll stay there as long as you'll let me. Because you matter to me. Simple and plain and not much to ask from somebody. You matter to me. I promise you do. You matter too. I promise you do. You'll see. You matter to me.
It's addictive the minute you let yourself think. The things that I say just might matter to someone. All of this time I've been keeping my mind on the running away. And for the first time I think I'd consider the stay. Because you matter to me. Simple and plain and not much to ask from somebody. You matter to me. I promise you do. You matter too. I promise you do. You'll see. You matter to me. Dear baby, I hope someday somebody wants to hold you in their arms for 20 minutes. They don't pull away. They don't look at your face. And they don't try to kiss you. All they do is they wrap you up in their arms and hold you without an ounce of selfishness to it. I hope you become addicted, baby. I hope you become addicted to saying things and having them matter to someone. You matter to me. Simple and plain and not much to ask from somebody. You matter to me. I promise you.
Come out of hiding, I'm right here beside you. As long as you'll let me hide you, I promise you do. You matter to me.
And now, your 60-second piano lesson.
All right, so this is that blues comping thing you've probably heard before. So all you're gonna do is, this is not the blues, like how to play the blues form, just that thing right there. You take whatever chord you're supposed to be playing, so you pick pretty much any note. In this case is C, and you're just gonna go up 7 half steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There you go. You're gonna play 2 of those. And then you're gonna play, just move that top note up another 2 half steps. Right there. You're gonna play 2 of those. Just back and forth. So if your bottom note was, let's say, an A flat, then what you do is go up 7 half steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Play 2 of those. And then go take this note up 2 more half steps. 1, 2. Play 2 of those. So it works on any note. Go up 7 and then just alternate between that and the one that's 2 up from there. Good luck. Have fun. Welcome back to LearnPianoLive.com. My name is Jamin, and as you can tell from the countdown clock, the lesson is about to get started. In case you're new with this, there's a few things I'd like to show you to help you throughout the lesson. So most people don't realize it, but pianists are actually responsible for a lot of different instruments all at the same time, because your inner voices, like your thumb and your pointer fingers, those would be playing like what the guitarist would be playing. The lower fingers are playing, the lower instruments, the bass player, the tuba player. The upper fingers up here are going to be playing what like the singer would be singing, or the trumpet player, or saxophonist, soloist, stuff like that. So you've actually got lots of different things going on at the same time. So when we go to cover a song, the question isn't what are the right notes to play, but how do we recreate the feel of the entire band? That's the goal of today's lesson. It's kind of an ear training lesson, kind of a theory lesson. We're going to be orchestrating and layering and arranging and pulling apart what has gone into making the song that we're looking at today. The goal is that eventually, after you watch me do this several times, you'll be able to go back to your own songs and start picking out the parts of your own songs better, and then be able to recreate the feel of the song and not just play the right notes. These lessons are always guided and shaped by your questions, and if you're live with us today, there's a couple different ways you can do that. One is in the public live chat, and the other is the Ask Jamin a Question button, where you can ask me a question privately, and I won't share your identity in case you're afraid that your question is stupid. But it's not. If you're in the archives, though, then just open up the survey. At the end of that, there's a place where you can ask your question. I will say I frequently get questions from students in the archives watching a lesson from 6 months ago, and I have no idea what they're talking about. So please try to be as specific as possible. If you're watching this at LearnPianoLive.com, there should be a PDF and an MP3 button right next to this video. The PDF will often have additional video links inside, so you can get more in-depth instruction on each of the topics. And if you're the kind of person who likes to print out the PDF so you can make the same notes on your physical version as I'm making during the lesson, now would be the time to do that. The MP3 is just a play-along track so you can practice more after the lesson. In traditional lessons, a teacher is going to actually present some new concept for maybe 5 or 10 minutes every couple weeks. The rest of the time is going to be spent applying and refining those concepts. Well, here I'm spouting off hours of new information every week, so it's totally unreasonable to expect you to actually absorb all of that. Instead, the goal of these live lessons is for you to find some little nugget of something that makes sense, but is a bit of a challenge, and for you to go practice it, because practice is where all the improvement's going to happen. So don't feel bad if you have to leave the live lesson when you find that little thing that you're going to practice. And of course, if I'm going too fast, you can always rewind the live lessons or replay in the archives as much as you want. If these live lessons start feeling random or meandering, it's because they are. on purpose. So if you're the kind of person who wants classical training with a step-by-step method, then you're going to want to check out Kloppel Academy on the website. It's included in your live lesson subscription, so you can do both or either. And the upper levels are seriously hard work, but it's going to take you all the way from ground zero all the way up to being ready to enter any major music college as a piano major in classical or jazz. And thankfully, I think that's about all we need to cover before the lesson. So if you'd stick around afterwards and fill out the survey, I would love your feedback. But for now, let's have some fun and make some music. Welcome back. You can't hear me at all. Welcome back to LearnPianoLive.com. My name is Jamin, and this is the incomparable Kendra. Oh, 2 for 2. Man. 2 slackers. How are we ever going to get this thing done? So
Guess what? Yeah. Okay, so I know I kind of already shared this in the kids' lesson too, but I just think it was really exciting that I went to my first ever circus show.
Yeah.
I think I should share that again.
They don't have animals there.
Right. Yes, that was my favorite part. They had, like, people who's...
Your favorite part was that they did not have animals there.
Well, I mean, yeah.
Okay.
But, I mean, my favorite part of the actual show was either the tightrope walker or they had, like, this really big spherical thing where 3 motorcyclers, like, went around and around.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
Wow. So where was that? Was that here in Sacramento?
It's like a traveling circus.
Okay.
But, yeah, it was in Folsom.
Cool.
I think. Yeah.
Nice. Alrighty.
Pretty cool.
Well, today we're supposed to be layering Somewhere Over the Rainbow. It was either the last time or the time before that this went terribly, terribly wrong. I think I got it all worked out, so we're not going to be playing the drums today, at least not on purpose. But we're going to listen to Somewhere Over the Rainbow. I'm pretty sure that YouTube is going to instantaneously say, hey, you're stealing stuff, even though this is for educational purposes and parody or whatever we need to say to be allowed to do this. But this is Somewhere Over the Rainbow, and we're just going to listen and see what all is in here. I'm going to give you a hint that this is the first song we've done that does not have drums in it, so we will not be doing drums as long as we can avoid it. And we are listening for what else is in here, what makes this song sound the way that it does, trying to just latch on to one thing. We have the melody already. If you've been to any of the previous lessons, then hopefully you've already had some practice or at least know how to practice playing the melody, so I won't be going over that. But we're listening for what kind of instrument is playing the bass line or what the bass line is or whatever the lowest notes are that we could hear in here.
Somewhere over the rainbow, way up high, there's a land that I heard of once in a lullaby.
So it's just like kind of once in there. You could argue they're like 2 notes, but it's just like boom, jump, jump, boom, jump. So I think our job is to just play a single note on Somewhere Over the Rainbow on the beginning of each of those somewhere over rainbow way up high. And I've got this on cello right now. This is all going to sound MIDI-ish because it's MIDI. So, yes.
Do you want, like, the faraway keys instead of the close-up?
Yeah, let's do, because we're going to
Okay.
end up playing a lot of, lower stuff. Once again, we're going to just play the first note, somewhere. Oh, let me try playing that with her so you can hear what I'm hearing in there. It's not like usually we're looking for like some kind of bass line or what's the bass player doing. There's not a bass player in here. It's just a really low.
Somewhere over the rainbow, way up high, there's a land.
And you almost don't even hear it as much as you just kind of feel it. It's just kind of a presence there. So that's why I'm going to play them all really crazy, crazy low. I really don't like the attack on that. It feels too like harsh. I just want to just boom. But that's what we're going to use for now, I guess. So here we go. This is Audacity. Again, you have this track that you can download here. But if you want the actual Audacity track, then email me separately, and I can actually send you all the files back. I just can't make them downloadable on the website in the live lesson. So here we go. We're going to have 2 measures of intro, and then we start our thing just using these chords that are here. If this already is feeling like, what in the world is he doing? I don't know what any of those notes are. You definitely want to go check out the archives and watch some of the previous lessons, because we went through all of that stuff, and we're just going to try to record this junk here today. Here we go. I can't hear any of that. Really? Oh, because I'm not. My speakers should be this. There we go. Nice. I'm sorry, one more time, Kendra?
Do you want me to play the track over here?
No. I've got it here. We need to record it all at the same time.
Gotcha.
Okay, so 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Somewhere over the rainbow, up high, there's a land that I've heard up in a lullaby. Somewhere over the rainbow, skies are blue, and the dreams that you dare to dream really do come true. Someday you'll start where troubles melt like lemon drops way above the chimney tops. That's where you'll find. Yikes, that's loud. Somewhere over the rainbow, birds fly. Birds fly over the rainbow. Why then, oh, why can't I? If we did it all right, that should be the end of the measure. And there it is. Our first track is in the books. Next, we're going to do the melody. And of course, she's singing the melody, so we're just going to have to come up with something. Just pick an instrument, which we'll probably pick piano, since I'm not hearing any other piano in there. It won't clash with anything that's going to be in the arrangement. So this time I'm going to go through same exact thing. We got that bass line that's in there, and I'm just going to play the melody in on top of it. Again, we went through all of this stuff before of how to play this. So today we're just layering the stuff. And I want... Cool. Nope. I want to start at the beginning, please. Playing the bass there for a second. And the dreams that you dare to dream really do come true. Someday I'll And so far, that sounds not at all wrong and not at all good, but that's because we're missing a whole ton of parts that we will need to add in on the intermediate and the advanced levels. But for right now, let's do our feature of the day, which is a preview of lessons coming up. A lot of you have had requests about learning styles and a lot of stuff that actually fits into teaching. Thank you. how like my perspective as a teacher on students. So the next series that's coming up that we're going to be expanding out, we're still working on the idioms and releasing all that stuff. So that's still coming out, but we've basically recorded all that stuff, and it's just a matter of scheduling it. But the next one that we're working on is the teaching module. So it will include, of course, all of the different learning style stuff that we've gone over, as well as approaches to teaching other people, how teaching other people can improve your own playing. And if you are at the age and or stage of your life where you're thinking you might want to teach this stuff, then we actually go through all the theories and perspectives on how to approach students, how to find the right style for each student, things like that. So that is all the stuff that's coming out. If you have questions that would pertain to that subject, then ask them now so we can make sure we cram all of that stuff in last minute as much as possible. So let's take this to the intermediate level. So sadly, the lesson preview has come to an end, and it's time to say goodbye to everyone watching the free streams. Of course, paying subscribers at learnpianolive.com can continue watching this lesson and several hundred others like it in the archives. So come on over and check us out. And if you like what you saw, at least like and subscribe, and then tell your friends to head on over to learnpianolive.com to start enjoying this journey with us.